Alright, welcome back to WMMA Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with the fight review. So we're going to UFC Fight Night Jacksonville, bantamweight division prelim fight. Sijara Eubanks taking on Sarah Moras. So I did not have high hopes going into this fight, and well, didn't really enjoy the fight too much either. One comparison I will make compared to Esparza versus Watterson this past Saturday. Esparza versus Watterson was the more boring fight, but it was the skills on display were way more high level than Eubanks versus Moras. So this fight here brought the action. It's just that it's not necessarily good action. All right, so round one, Eubanks was the aggressor. I thought her technique was way more polished on the feet than Moras's was. She outlanded Moras by pretty wide margin. Clear round to Sijara Eubanks. Second round, however, Moras came out the aggressor. She started backing up Eubanks and throwing heavy-handed shots. She started landing more, and then she started leaning on Eubanks to wear her out, clinching it with her, just putting her weight on her, trying to wear her out. And then, I don't know what she was thinking, but Moras went for a takedown and basically screwed herself with that. Sijara Eubanks ended up on top and landing ground and pound and just took over the round from that point. Again, had to give that round to Eubanks. Moras just really screwed herself with a needless takedown. And round three, again, Moras came out aggressive, had Eubanks on a back foot, landing some harder shots. And again, Moras decided to screw herself by needlessly clinching. And once she clinched in the third round, she wasn't the aggressor anymore. She wasn't backing Eubanks up, and Eubanks was able to take over the round from there. She completely controlled the round. I think one judge even gave Eubanks 10-8 round in that one. I wouldn't have given it a 10-8, but whatever. Anyway, Eubanks won by unanimous decision, 30-27 on 2 scorecards, 30-26 on 1. Things to work on. Eubanks, her striking, while getting better, is still sloppy. She needs to tighten it up, honestly. She did good in the first round, but second and third round on the feet, Moras exposed that she has no idea how to fight when her opponent is being the aggressor. As long as she's the aggressor, she's doing okay. But she needs to learn to fight on the back foot. As for Moras, biggest thing she needs to work on is to recognize when something is working. If you're winning on the feet, keep it on the feet. If you're winning at range, don't clinch up. Recognize when something is working and use it. Don't abandon it. I wasn't really impressed with this fight, honestly. I think I might have mentioned that already. Yeah, it just was not an impressive fight. One thing that ticks me off more than anything is, as someone who fights for the women's division, someone who espouses the women's divisions and supports them wholeheartedly, is when they live up to the moniker, the forum moniker, online forums, a lot of fans, just don't like the women. They get away with saying whatever they want because they're anonymous. One thing that ticks me off is when the ladies live up to the moniker of smoke break fight. And really, that's what this fight was, smoke break. If you haven't watched it yet, I watched it for you so you don't have to. Nothing ticks me off more. Before the fight, I mentioned that this is probably a loser leaves town match. Honestly, I wouldn't be upset with the UFC getting rid of both of them. Take both of these fighters, trade them to Invicta. Bring up Yulia Stoliarenko, the new champ, and either Lisa Verzosa or even Tanisha Tennant. Get rid of these two, bring up any of those three that I just mentioned. Those three would definitely put on entertaining fights. Tanisha Tennant already showed more skills in the Invicta Phoenix Series 3 than I've ever seen out of Eubanks in all of her fights. And Verzosa always brings the action, and Stoliarenko is an action fighter and a fast finisher too. So bring up any of those three, send these two down to Invicta. It's harsh, but That's how I feel about it. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the fight. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Of course, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMAC Now, the most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.